Good morning, Niagara. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's hot, the tools are ready, and the talk is always tuned up. I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop, where we mix a little humor, a little know-how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here, it's not just about fixing cars. It's about keeping you rolling, saving you money, and giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood. From the classics to the commuters, the weird noises, and the what the heck moments, we've got you covered. So grab your coffee. Make sure you check it before you leave the takeout window that everything is as it should be as you ordered it. Just saying. Yeah, a little safety so you're not disappointed. So sit back, get that favorite cup of joe in your cup holder and lock it in place. Keep an eye out for the other guy if you're driving. You know who he is, the maniacs out there. And join the crew this morning because this is Car Connection, your Monday through Saturday morning pit stop for stories, smarts, few good laughs. And I'm Motormouth Jenkins, and we're shifting into drive right here, right now on the Motormouth Morning Drive in the Car Connection workshop. We got a ton of stuff going on in the shop. We're getting ready for next week's trifecta videos. We put out 3 videos every single week on our YouTube channel. If you're not aware of that, it's Niall Motormouth Jenkins, but I'll make it easy for you. Our website, which we've had for decades, we just wrapped up 31 years with our live call-in automotive program called Car Connection on radio. We did not re-sign for 2026. We decided, let's reach more people instead of circles. You know, this many people in this circle and then the next circle and the next circle. No, podcasting is where it's at. People want to listen when they want to listen, where they want to listen, and how they want to listen. And that's why we chose iHeartRadio to be our platform to send out our podcast to all of you. So through our Car Connection Business Network.com website, I'll shorten it up for you, ccbusnet.com, CCBUS is in Sam, net.com. On the homepage of our website, in the top right-hand corner, you will see all the links for every platform that you can connect with us. So we have YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. My pops lives in Stevensville, some awesome businesses and eateries there. I wanted to be a part of that, so I am. So you click on the businesses tab, you'll find our profile page on Stevensvilleontheweb.ca, and you can email me through there. You can email me through ccbusnet.com, and you'll see the iHeart link as well. We can be found on all podcast platforms. Wherever you pull your podcasts from, we're there. Search us in the search box, Car Connection Workshop. That's all you got to put in there, and we'll come up on your podcast platform that you pull your personal podcasts from. So thank you for joining us. Like, share, follow, ring the bell, all those things. On Facebook, we have reels that you won't see anywhere else. We put 3 videos up every single week, two for Tuesday, 1 every Friday on our YouTube channel. And we always cover the 5 things: what it is, where it is, how it works, how it breaks, and what could you have learned to do differently to prevent that breakage from happening, taking money out of your wallet. All our videos are teaching videos. We have a lot of fun with you, and we enjoy putting the videos together so that you can learn the concept of all the components on your automobile, whether it's an old one or whether it's new one. All the basics are the same. They're exactly the same, whether it's analog gauges or digital, whether it's low tech or high tech. All the components do the same thing on vehicles 25 years ago and 5 days ago coming off the assembly line. It all works the same. So our videos are there to teach you, ladies and single fellas, or whoever you are out there. If you want to know how to stop yourself from being taken advantage of at the service department, our YouTube channel and our podcast right here is a tool that you can use to educate yourself, have a few laughs at the same time, and work together to prevent you from spending money on your vehicle and being sold a bill of goods. When you have the knowledge, you have the power. It's that simple. The more you get to know about your vehicle, all the components and how they work, the better it is for you, especially you ladies. You are easy prey out there in the service department. Very, very much so. And it's not a week goes by where I find out someone else, even fellas, have been taken advantage of in the service department. So that's what we're here for. On Instagram, you'll also see videos there and bloopers on Stevensvilleontheweb.ca, videos and reels and bloopers that you will not see anywhere else. So be a part of the Motormouth crew. Get yourself some merchandise. Our store is there for you on the top right-hand corner of our homepage. When you purchase merch off our store, it's safe. There's a shopping cart. Shop, pick your color, pick your size, put it in the cart, pay for it very, very safely online on our store. And the product is put together and shipped directly to you. How cool is that? And you're helping others through Total Freedom Darien Center, New York, USA, and Total Freedom Sydney, Manitoba, to deal with personal addictions, whatever that looks like. So proceeds from the merch goes directly to those campuses to help people who've made that decision. Today's the day to get a new life, to break free from whatever that addiction is. The help is there when you're ready. As my professor used to say all the time, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Well, I also have another Motormouth winter tech tip for you. So here's where if you have a passenger that can work a crayon and a brown paper bag, they can write stuff down for you. If you want to listen and re-listen, we have our podcasts archived on our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. There you will also meet fantastic business owners that can help you in their profession. And they're not there to work for free, but I can tell you, you can trust every single one of them on our website. Click on their logo, open their profile page, and connect, and let them know that Car Connection sent you. So first and foremost, we always have a swiggy together. I got my morning coffee here. Just getting over that cold thing. You know, just when I thought it was gone, I don't know if anyone out there has gotten this cootie, whatever it is. It goes away, and then it kind of bounces back. It's like a boomerang cold. It's like, oh, I feel pretty good today. And then tomorrow, I feel like a bag of hammers, like $1 million all crumpled up. Yeah, like decaf coffee. I feel lousy. Yeah, you got to have high tests. We allow no turkey bacon and no decaf coffee in the Car Connection workshop. It's hardcore. It's bacon all the way, 100%, and it's 99.5% octane booze coffee. It has to be good. It really does. Kicking Horse Coffee, $4.54, one of my favorites, and Three Sisters. That's another good one from Kicking Horse Coffee. I love it. I found that coffee up in Bancroft, Ontario, on a summer vacation, renting a cottage up there. Went into a place called the Old Tin Shed. If you're ever up there in Bancroft, you got to go in the Old Tin Shed because you can get yourself some Kicking Horse coffee, and they have really cool stuff in that store. There's a dead old Dodge pickup truck out front with a skeleton in it. It's so cool. Very, very cool. Some great eateries there, too, as well. Wonderful place to visit. So just a little plug-in for Bancroft, Ontario. Do you know you don't have to go all the way to North Bay to find moose? Yeah, they're right in Bancroft. Just saying. They go through the drive-thru and everything. All right, let's go on. 3, 2, 1. We have a swiggy together. Whatever your morning beverage is, it's quite all right with us. If you're not a coffee drinker, that's okay. Raise your glass, raise your cup. Let's have a swiggy together on 3, 2, 1. That's what I call one of the ahs of life. Right there. That is nectar. Absolutely. All right, your Motormouth Winter Tech Tip. Get your crayons ready. Fold that brown paper bag up so you can just write until you drop. Fold the page over. Start again. Number 32? Yes, number 32. Egads, man. We're getting to the bottom of the barrel now. Here it is, brothers and sisters. Check your lights. That's right, not the other person. Check your lights. Front, back, brake, and signal. Because winter nights are long. You notice this? I'm an early riser. So, I mean, it is black as the ace of spades when I get up at 4:30 in the morning. And, just shortly after dinner hour, boom, it's dark. As black as the ace of spades. That's a part of winter I don't care for. Bring the sunshine. Let's have it as long as we can. Blue skies and sunshine. So winter nights are long, and driving dark makes you a snow ninja nobody wants to meet. So how do you check your brake lights? You want me to give you a little tip? Here you go. Here's an extra bonus Motormouth tip. Put the four-way flashers on. Go to the back of the car. If the four-way flashers are working all the way around the car, that means your signals are all working. That means the brake lights are working at the back too, except for the Cyclops, the third eye. Yeah, that's different. That's different. But you know what I usually do just to check that, because normally Skippy's not around. I can say, Skippy, can you just check my third brake light? I take my snow brush and I put it on the brake pedal and I kind of jam it up against the seat and take a little walk to the back and just check. That's it. No problem, man. No problem. Just put the seat all the way back, put your snow brush in there, get it on the brake pedal, bring the seat forward. If it's a power seat or manual, just slip it forward, and there you go. Brake lights are on. You can check the third brake light by yourself. If you're in a hurry, just put the four ways on, do a walk all the way around, shut them off, put your all your lights on so you can check and make sure all your marker lights are running. That here's the deal. What's the big deal about the walk around? You know what? Truck drivers, bus drivers, coach drivers, they all do their walk, their circle check. And we should do a circle check as well. I do it all the time. I'm looking at the tires, see if there's anything stuck in the tread that doesn't belong there. The weirdest thing I ever found in a tire was a spoon. A freaking spoon. And it was jammed right in that tire, and it made one heck of a hole. We were able to fix it with a plug patch combo. But a spoon jammed in the tire. And it was in and it was folded over. It was brutal to get out. Well, we got it out and patched her up. So that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in somebody's tire. And other than a great big bolt, ginormous bolt. Yeah, that one was not able to be fixed. The hole was bigger than a hamburger patty. Yeah, so making sure that you are being seen. That's what we're talking about. It's not that, it's good that you're able to see and you got a visual out there. Absolutely, because you got to keep an eye on the other guy, but you need to be seen. So if people can see you on the road, all your lights are working. You're not a one-eyed bird out there. Yeah. You know what you call a one-eyed cat? Mr. Peepers. I think that's a great name, Mr. Peepers, for sure. Yeah. A three-legged cat, Lucky. Don't you think? Aren't those good names? I think so. I think it's really good. Let's say thanks to our program partners and give a big, warm welcome to them. So if you do that for me, just click on their logo, open their profile page, send them an email, say welcome aboard the Motormouth Morning Drive. Thank you to Crystal Ridge Dream Center, serving men and women and children meals, love, and hope, and changing lives one at a time in the Niagara region. Our non-for-profit, faith-based organization. We always, for 31 years, Car Connections always come alongside a local charitable nonprofit organization so that we can help people in our very own backyard. And you can do that as well. You can choose to be part of the community there at Crystal Ridge Dream Center by being a monthly donator. They're always looking for food cards, like gift cards for the grocery store. Twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, they're now feeding over 200 people per day, Tuesdays and Fridays. It's crazy how they can keep up with their volunteers. And it used to be around $400 a feed, but they're telling me it's closer to $800 now with grocery prices. So if you can help them out with that, that would be amazing. If you want to volunteer there, you can connect and say, hey, I'd like to volunteer. And they have 60 plus volunteers, and I'll tell you, they just had a banquet there, and a Christmas banquet for all those who volunteer their time. People are so happy to be working with Crystal Ridge Dream Center. How cool is that? That is super cool. They're excited about what's going on there and how lives are being changed. Thanks to Earl and Louise Grant at City Auto Sales and Leasing in Toronto. They're GTA's premier pre-owned auto store for well over 25 years now. They're both their husband and wife team. They're car guys, and they have a lot of resources to find that specific vehicle you're looking for. They do carry a great inventory of low mileage, quality vehicles at fair prices. They sell no junk. They also have in-house financing as well. So good credit, bad credit, no credit. They can help you out there very, very much so. So you can buy with confidence and be treated with honesty and integrity. City Auto Sales and Leasing. Rita and Ramez Shanuda, the owners at Rainbow Motors and Garage in Scarborough. You have a small car lot there available to you. They do have an inventory again. Let the fellas find that car for you through the resources they have. You can buy with confidence there. Sales and service you can trust. They fix all years, makes, and models up to and including light commercial vehicles. They also have extended warranties on the vehicles that they sell as well. So sales and service you can trust. Rainbow Motors and Garage, Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Our certified financial planning professionals, Tony Miele, Larry Tetro, combined have 50 years experience as fiduciaries with IG Wealth Management. They are my personal financial planners, and I've known them for well over 20 years. These guys are two of the best in all of Canada, and they've been recognized for that. You have an opportunity to sit with them for what we call an hour and a coffee. Both Tony and Larry really don't need any more clients, but they promised me when they came aboard with us in 2007, the whole idea was that they're making their time available to help you with an investment portfolio that's with the bank. You're not making any money, to turn that around so that, your money's working hard for you instead of you hard for your money. If you're in debt up to your eyeballs and being beaten in the head with a debt dragon's tail for the third time, let's get that looked after. Estate planning, wills and powers of attorney, mortgages. Their mortgage rates are amazing. I would not ever think about having a mortgage anywhere else. I've been with them for going on 15, 16 years now. And life insurance. They're not selling you stuff you don't need. They have life insurance and critical illness insurance. Everything that I just talked about, I have it all taken care of by Tony Miele and Larry Tetro. Check in with them. Book an hour and a coffee by Zoom. Go to the office. They'll meet you wherever you want to meet. And get in that hour and a coffee and get your questions answered. Thank you to the Grimo family at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls. Building Canada since 1931. Building supplies and hardscape landscaping and supplies. They have all the gorgeous backyard materials you'll need to create your special oasis. So you know what? I was just thinking today, I would tell you by about mid-January, towards the end of January at the latest, get connected with a solid landscaping company, and they can help you with that at the Greenville family as well, because they know the contractors. Because here's the deal. There's a lot of new homes going up, and over the winter they build the homes, then the properties need landscaping. You're going to be at the back of the bus, because when the landscapers are busy working on new builds, you got to take your turn. And I've been there. I waited 2 years for a specific landscaper because that's who I wanted to do the job. I saw their work, and I'm like, you know what? They're worth waiting for. So get that all put together so ahead of time so that when springtime comes, you're on their calendar. And thank you to Total Freedom Darien Center, New York, and Total Freedom Sydney, Manitoba, Canada. It's a men-only campus. That's where your new life awaits you. So you don't have to go into 2026 dragging that addiction behind you like a 300-pound bowling ball. Not good. All right, let's jump right in. I've got 3 tips for you today. Yeah. And I call them the big 3. Yep, the big 3, Jerry. Remember that episode of Seinfeld? The big salad, Jerry? You know when, what's her name? I forgot her name now. She ordered the big salad. It was a really big deal. That was a funny show. Yeah, a show about nothing. Elaine, they go out for dinner, and what's his name is paying for lunch, and she orders the big salad, and he blows a gasket. I thought it was so funny. Anyway, I digress. The big 3. Are you ready for it? You got your crayons ready? You got your brown paper bag? Keep your eyes on the road and the other guy. Number 1, exhaust system inspection. Yep, I got a leaker. Our 07 FJ Cruiser's got another exhaust leak. Spent $1,400 on it a couple summers ago getting stainless steel exhaust, but it's the area that I didn't have replaced. Yeah, coming back from London, Ontario, the truck sounds like a pizza delivery guy. Yeah, you can hear me coming 2 miles away, I'm sure, or more. And everything looked good back in October. I did a full service getting ready for the winter season. Everything looked good. Everything looked like it was going to make it. You just don't know. So in the wintertime, we don't want any exhaust leaks whatsoever for 2 reasons. Number 1, you got open exhaust somewhere. That throws off your oxygen sensors. And what that means is you are losing fuel economy like a bag of hammers. It's going right out the tailpipe. So if you like paying for the price of gas and wasting it, that's okay. Carry on. Soldier on, soldier. But the second thing is carbon monoxide doesn't smell, taste, or you can't even see it. But in the winter, it sits heavy underneath your vehicle. So if you're sitting there idling for way too long, carbon monoxide is building up underneath your car, and it can get into the nooks and crannies, and you may not be with us after that. So we don't want that to happen. So make sure your service guy is checking give them the permission. Look my exhaust over from engine to tailpipe. Anything that looks weak, please make me aware of it and what it's going to cost to fix it, and get it fixed. So you're not going down the road, hit a drift, and leave half your exhaust system there, or it gets buckled up under the car and it does a ton of damage to something else. And that happens quite often. Jams into the road, buckles up, takes out a brake line, a gas line, emergency brake cables, or whatever else is in its way that is expensive. Number 2, it's cold outside. Cold enough to freeze the knots off a tree. And you know what? You think about last December, it was gray and it was miserable and raining for days on end. And here we are. It's Canada, eh? The great Canadian winter. We got snow here on the south shores of Lake Erie, where our studio is and our workshop and our broadcast center. We have about a good solid 8+ inches, and everything is frozen solid. So the lake is open. We never know when we're going to get, some lake effect, and you got to be prepared for that. So what am I talking about? Batteries. The wind. I was just out there a little while ago doing some maintenance outside. I had to put a couple of tires on the Bro. And if you don't know what the Bro is, you have to go to our YouTube channel and sift through the library and find out about the Bro. Yeah, the introduction of the Bro to the shop. It's going to be coming in probably before spring. Yeah, so you have to check that one out. Some cool stuff going on there. Battery test won't break the bank, but I'll tell you what it will do. It will give you peace of mind that your battery is strong enough to make it through the cold snaps. And we're in a pretty good cold snap right now. I mean, I'm looking at some of the digits, up north, and they're heading into single digits right now. And it's been snowing almost every day up in North Country, around Bancroft, up that way, northeast, Arnstein, Port Loring. Yeah, I think my brother-in-law's heading up to the cottage and putting the ice hut out. They have my sister and brother-in-law, they have a really cool ice hut. Oh, yeah, she's a beaut. They have heat. They have music. They have benches that are comfortable. And they're out of the weather. It's not canvas. It's like a little house, and they pull it out with the snowmobiles. How cool is that? That is extremely cool. So, anyways, we need to be prepared. And if we test a battery, and it's on the low side of the scale, we can tell you that thing is going to fail. It's going to fail. So, instead of waiting till it fails. And I've had that happen. I tested my battery. That was last September. It was good. It showed good, not once, but twice. I tested it again at the end of October because I usually do a full service on everything that's drivable that we rode here around the workshop. Everything gets checked over. Tail end of October, we're ready to head into the winter. And a second test in October still showed that the battery in the 07 FJ Cruiser was right and tight. It was good. Then I was out for the day visiting clients and people and some personal errands. I get back in town. I go to the dollar store, which isn't a dollar. Yeah. See if you could head in there if I gave you 2 minutes. 2 minutes for a $50 dollar store gift card. Could you come out with 3 items under $1? $1 or under. But, I'd only give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes in the store to find 3 items under $1 or thereabouts. Could you do it? I think that'd be a really good game show. To video? Yeah, probably go viral. Yeah, send 3 people into the dollar store to find 3 items. I think I would even challenge it even more. 1 minute to find 3 items in the dollar store under $1. There's your challenge. Could you pull it off? So anyways, as I digress, battery test is worth its weight in gold right now because it's better to know than not know. It's better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. And so I get back in town, I pull in, I'm heading into the dollar store, I come out, click, click, click. I go, you gotta be freaking kidding me, right? It's one of those what the heck moments. So I'm like, I got booster cables. I thought, well, I'll just check, see if CJ's in town or going to be in town, my friend. And it just happened he's just crossing back across Peace Bridge. He goes, yeah, I'm just crossing the bridge, Motormouth. I can be there in a couple minutes. I got booster cables. He goes, oh, yeah, I got a set too, so we're good to go. I said, if you can just give me a boost so I can get back to the shop, we'll get a new battery in here. And, yeah, sure enough, the battery totally failed just like that. I'd been on the road all day. I can't even tell you how many times I shut it off and started, and it just quit. Done. The battery was smoked. It would not hold a charge. So, get your battery tested. Even though yesterday and today, I know you're saying it started fine, but you don't know the condition, the internal condition of the battery cells. There's 6 cells to a battery, 2.2 volts per cell. The standing voltage on a battery is 12.6 to 13.4 volts, and we want to see as close to 13.4 as possible on a load test. If it drops into the weak zone, which is around 11 to 10.6, it's over. That battery is not going to make it through the winter. It is going to leave you stranded. So get it done. And I usually look at people and I'll say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So when would you like to be stranded? In a blizzard, at work, in the shopping mall. You know, the little woman's stuck with the kids. The shopping mall won't start. There's no power. Can't get it unlocked. Yeah. You just paint the picture. It just gets ugly. So don't go there. If the battery test's weak, it's done. Don't wait to see, it's like winter. How many people wait to see if winter's actually going to happen in Canada? Come on. Who does that? A lot of you do. It's true. And then usually I'd have to put my phone on hold or busy because I couldn't take any more customers in. Everybody's panicking. And the shops right now they're still putting on winter tires. Okay, number 3. How many of you know whether your engine under the hood has a timing belt? Show of hands? I don't know. It's another IDK moment. That's what we say in the workshop. IDK, I don't know. Well, you need to know. Because in the winter, that's generally when they snap. And if your engine there's interference engine and non-interference. And what does that mean? Okay, trying to make it simple. There's pistons and there's valves. And when the timing belt breaks, if the pistons dance with the valves, that means there's serious engine damage when the timing belt breaks. You're safe if you have an engine that's non-interference. What does that mean? When the timing belt breaks, which keeps the pistons and valves in sync with one another, opening and closing when they should. But if the belt breaks, the pistons don't dance with the valves. Then there's no engine damage. So if we add in a dual overhead cam engine compared to a single overhead cam engine, it's twice as much damage and a lot more money. And in a lot of cases, it's an engine. So you need to find out if your vehicle is equipped with a timing belt, and if it is, what is the service interval for that? And you need, if the belt is fine, it's still in good shape, and here's what I tell people. Do this. If your engine is from the manufacturer, the timing belt, they recommend 100,000 K. Take 20,000 off of that. You should be changing it at 80. You do not want to risk an engine for the price of replacing the timing belt. And again, it's like the battery. When that belt is worn out, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when that belt snaps. And again, if it's an interference engine, that means when the belt breaks, the pistons slam the valves, so there's a lot of nasty, dirty dancing going on there that's costing you a ton of money, if not a complete engine. And that's it for the car. Off to the scrap yard it's going. That's most of the time, that's what happens. $5,000-$6,000 for a motor? No, honey. We're gonna get a ticket for the 46-seater, the bus. The thing you want to avoid in the winter, if your engine is equipped with a timing belt, don't go splashing through the slushy puddles, my friends, or a big puddle of water on the road, because that water under pressure will jam itself in behind the timing cover where the rubber timing belt is, and overnight the belt freezes to the cogs on the wheel. We're talking, this may sound high tech, but it just means major engine damage. So if you go pile driving through slushy puddles or big puddles of water, that water will get into the timing cover and it will freeze the timing belt. And tomorrow morning when you go to start it, the belt's going to snap, or most of the teeth are going to strip off of it, and the engine's just going to crank like nobody's home, because it's not. It causes engine damage. Again, if it's an interference engine, the pistons dance with the valves, it's game over. Wah, 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 just like that. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you got some nuggets out of that. These are what I call the big three. You got to take care of it. And the timing belt, that I would make that my number one of the big three, because when that belt breaks, if your engine is equipped with a timing belt and it's an interference engine, it's game over, car down, and a big price tag to fix it. So you do not want to mess with that. You need to know if your engine in your year, make, and model has a timing belt. When is it recommended to be serviced? As I used as an example, change it before the due date, not after. That's when I've seen a lot of motors get destroyed. So if the manufacturer calls for 100, change it every 100K, you get that sucker out of there at 80K, 80,000 K. It's not an item you want to play with, and it's not an item you want to push to its limit, because when the belt breaks, you lose, right? You lose big time on that. So I hope you got something out of this. Don't forget to like, share, follow, and ring the bell. Be part of our YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, Stevensville on the web.ca, and also iHeart Radio. We're on all major platforms, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and wherever you pull your podcast from, you can find us. Car Connection Workshop in the search box, and hit search, and come and be part of the Motormouth crew. So until next time, I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins. You're tuned to the Car Connection Workshop. Keep it under 100. Put the coffee on. And remember, folks, peace, patience, and kindness, all right? We'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Three, two, one. Check, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check.